Hello, my people out there. This is just an impromptu, and we're just pumped. We're happy to hear Merry Christmas to those that are celebrating this Christmas season. Happy holidays if you're not celebrating, you're spending time with family at this time. And
Mhm.
we were just talking. Umo and I were just talking about life in general, about people, about debt, about goals that we make. And the year is not yet ended. The year has not yet ended. And it's just leading us speed that someone needs to hear this and someone needs to hear this today. So if you're listening, we want to appreciate you. We want to thank God
Mm,
for your life.
that's right.
The topic that came to us was the borrower shall always be a slave, will always be a slave to the lender.
Mm,
What does that mean? Like we as Christians, we know that in order for us to propel, in order for us to go ahead in life, we have to put God first. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto us. So
mhm.
if you're listening to this here, you're listening to this. My name is Balkisu. I am from Canada, originally from Sierra Leone. It's an amazing time here. I have Umo here who will introduce herself. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, about your viewers, so that people get to know you, and then we can just go right in. Right in.
Yes, yeah. Hi, good evening from my side here in London, UK. Like Balkis was saying, she lives all the way in Canada, and we got to know ourselves through our digital online business. And most of the time we talk, thank God for WhatsApp and all the rest of it. Phone call has become so much cheaper. And so it was just born in our heart where we're talking about, how do we move forward, how do we go forward. And I am not saying I don't have any statistics, we don't have any statistic to say, but I know in my community, I'm a believer, I believe in Jesus, I love him so much, and there's, but there, we love him. I'm just tired of talking about the blessings of God, you understand, um talking about, how God is good, he owns the cattle on the thousand hills, and then you're struggling to pay your rent, you're struggling to put food on the table, you are in debt, and yet still there are others who maybe don't believe in God, but they are using because I believe that most of the time we as Christians, we don't use the principles of God. I believe in miracles. Honestly, I believe in miracle. I believe totally that somebody can just come and give me the key to a car, although I don't drive. I can give it to my husband. Can give me key to a mansion, to a house, and just said, I don't know, I just can't sleep. I just felt to bless you with this, But miracles is not like an everyday thing. So it pains my heart that I have lived beneath what the Bible says. I have lived beneath the goal of my father for me. And I believe that it's not only me, but Kisu is frustrated. And if you are sitting now, you are listening to us honestly. If you are angry, frustrated, you know what I'm talking about, It's a sign to say where you
Absolutely.
are right now is not where you're
Mm-hmm.
meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, prayer, prayer is tremendous. It helps people tremendously. But when you go to pray, they say that prayer change. When you go to pray, instruction comes. And
Absolutely.
many of us are not taking the instructions. We are defying, the principles. And as we find ourselves in debt, we find ourselves in poverty, how dare we call ourselves, daughters of the most high, the king of kings, and yet still you're struggling. So we just want to just come out here to just and listen. I have walked in your shoes. In fact, I am in that shoe. The only difference is that my eyes have opened. I've
Mm-hmm.
come to the realization, like the prodigal son that said, why am I sitting where the pigs are eating? when my father has got so much, and decided to return home. That was my introduction. Sorry, guys. This was what has been
It's
burning in our heart.
just go with the flow. It's burning. It's burning. But
This
that's
is
the
what
thing.
has been
I
burning.
just want to tap into
Yeah.
what you just mentioned. Most of us, most people, just you Christians, we are not living the biblical principles. We are not. And then we see people who we propose are not Christians. They are actually living the biblical principles and they're excelling. I'm not condemning anybody because everybody's walk is different, right? Some people start small, some people don't. But you being a Christian, you don't being a Christian, like what does your life worth? Like we talk about the slave being you as a borrower being a slave. How many debts do you have? How are
Mhm.
you going to be living paycheck to paycheck every single month? The money is coming, the money is going. New Year's comes in like December 31st, you're thinking, okay, I'm making a new resolution. This is going to be different this year. But still,
Mhm.
you have not done anything. You have some people have money sitting in the bank. I'm not saying do not save. Saving is a good thing to do. But when you have your money sitting in a bank and you're not using it to multiply, don't be like the servants who where they have their talent and they have the coin. Instead of they use the coin in order to multiply, they take it, they dug the hole and then bury in it. And when the master came, he says, what did you do? All the others told what they did with their coins. The first one said, I multiplied it to this. The first one, I doubled it to this. And then you are sitting there, you say, oh, I dug a hole and then I put it under because I didn't want I didn't want to anger the master and what the master will say. I did not. What are you using your money for? What are you keeping that
Mhm.
money in the bank for? If it's not making anything for you, you need to change your strategy. You need to do something different. You want something. The year
Absolutely.
hasn't ended, so there's still time for you to do something now. There is still
Mm.
time for you to make a change. Don't sit on the fence. You've been sitting on the fence year after year, year after year. Things are not changing in your life, and you do not like the situation where you are at. I'm speaking
Mm.
to you and to you and to you. Change
Mm.
something. Do something
Exactly.
different. Do
I think
something.
personally one of the how I wish what I know now that I know it long time ago. But anyway, God is a redeemer. He restores time. He says that he will restore the years that the cankerworm has eaten. To
Mhm.
him, 1,000 days can be like one day to the Lord, and one day can be like 1,000 years to the Lord. So if you are there, we are not here to make you feel discouraged or beat yourself, but we're here to inspire hope in you, that don't give up. One of the first thing that I know, I've been through it. I am being vulnerable here, is borrowing. you know it says, I know they're for the very rich, they use debt as a way to leverage, to make more money, and that's okay. But if you are just paycheck to paycheck, no investment, nothing. One of the things that really, really, in fact, what is borrowing? It means that you're going to take money from somebody else, whether it's a bank or whether it's a friend or family member, and you say to them, I'm going to pay you when I get paid, you know.
On an
And
interest basis, so
yeah, well, if it's with family and friends, sometimes, by the grace of God, they don't put interest in it. They don't put interest in it, but like the topic is, it says, as borrower is slave to the lender. Why? Because the moment you've gone to borrow from somebody, they have control, a bit of control over your time and your money, isn't it?
absolutely.
Because now
Yeah,
payday is coming, you don't have control over that money now anymore. Your debtors have got control. Not like, because right now you have to sit down now. I'm going to pay Balkisu back the £100. I'm going to pay this credit card, this. And it means that you're not going to be able to save. You're not going to be able to save for your tomorrow. You're not going to be able to invest for your tomorrow. Rather, you will keep working to pay to your lenders. So hence you become trapped. You become a slave, and that's the one that as we come to the end of the year. Now, if you are not in debt, bravo. Some people have worked very hard, they are debt free. Or if you have taken steps to being debt free, I am in that journey right now. And I told you about this, isn't it, about Keith, that some time ago I needed to take some money out. And this is hefty. And I've been paying back $750 every month because it was something. And this is the last month, this month, that I paid the last one.
Woo!
I can breathe. It's been a hard since when May or so. It's been a hard. Can you imagine
I hear you. Been
the
there, done
stress?
that. I know.
Can you imagine to have that 750 in my pocket back again
Mhm,
every
mhm.
month? What's that gonna do for me?
Exactly.
So that's what we are saying, that please don't go into debt. The sales are coming on January. I saw on YouTube there's this no buying January challenge.
That's a good
I think
one.
you guys should get on a no buying January challenge. No buying during the sales.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
the thing, right? When you're talking about this Christmas time, most people are spending so much and they're buying so many stuff and they're going into debt. And then comes January, they're all stressed out. You know, there's something that for myself personally that happens to me. And I'm so aware of that. When I'm going grocery shopping and I have the cart with me and I'm driving and I'm putting things all in the cart. The moment I've gone over my budget, first I'm so sensitive to that. Like my whole body, it feels heavy. Like I know right away, Balkis, you need to stop.
Need to stop.
So
Yeah.
sometimes what I do is I will take, instead, when I want to spend too much money, I will take a basket instead of a cart. Because I know if I take a cart or trolley, instead of if I take that, I'm gonna put more. But when I take a basket, when it gets heavy, I know that I need to stop. I can't hold anything anymore. You know.
Anymore.
But at the end of the day, we need to rethink our strategies. We need to rethink our finances. We need to rethink our lives. What do
Mhm.
we want? Do we always want to be borrowing from people? It's okay if you're borrowing in a sense and then you're able to pay it off back, like with credit cards right away, because you're not building up on interest. Because let me say you pay for something $1,000. At the end of the day, they charge you 20% on that. You're going to be paying more for what it actually cost, right?
Look, man.
But what we did is not only that, we're trying to pay off debts, like Umu is saying, we've all been there paycheck to paycheck. But also at the same time, we did an investment, which that investment is helping us to also pay off those debts. And that investment is
Absolutely.
helping us to be able to live financially free.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're coming out to you here. For someone who's listening to you're in debt, we're not putting you down because we all have a journey, we all have a story. We want to
Mm.
encourage you. Let this, we have like how many more days? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31, 4 more days left.
Don't take any more debt on.
Don't take any more debt on. I mean, debt that is like for material stuff. If
Mm.
you want to do debt that is an investment that is going to
Mm.
change your story, then that's where we come in.
Mm. Absolutely.
Go in for digital marketing is going to explode come next year. I read that article in Forbes about it going into the trillions of dollars. So do something different for yourself and for your family. We're encouraging you. Check this out. You can register with Umu. That's her website, or you can register with myself. Get the information that you need so that when you start off 2025, you hit the
That's
ground
right.
running. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can start this business in as little as 2 weeks. You can have it start running for you. So reach
Yeah.
out to us. Be different this year. Be different this 2025 coming. Stay out of that
Absolutely.
or make
That's
something different for your life. Umu. What would you say? Like last word to our
What do I,
audience.
yeah, just in line to what you're saying, in order for us to really not being able to go back into debt. You understand? Because in fact, I heard from somebody that he said, listen, when you're broke, it means that when when something happens, then you don't have money for it. Like when you want to make a purchase or an emergency happen, you don't have the money. It says so you are broke. So, and one of the things is that because we have limited resources coming in, you know, having just one job, or just one source of income, you know, if you look at the people who are very rich, they have their own things, their own assets. They know what is called passive income because they've invested in such a way that even whilst they're sleeping, you know, money is being made. You understand? They're earning. So they don't actively have to get up and go to work. So that's where we come in. You understand? You need to make more money, and many of us have tried to make more money by taking on a second job, a third job, a fourth job. The tax man is there. The more job you do, the more the tax man takes. And it impacts on your health. It impacts on the time that you spend with your family. Now, listen, I am very open. You are home with your children, but you are not there because you're grumpy, because you're tired, because what you're doing is really not what you want to do. So that's where, social media, they say they call it Wi-Fi money, you know, um, you know, that you can invest in a business such as ours that's putting in the right amount of time, effort. It's like a seed, that you plant in, and then you wait for an harvest, and it will come. So some of you are saying, "Oh, I don't have time to do a business. I don't have time to make money." You should make money, not in the hard way, but in the smart way. Wherein maybe that second job you can take 1 hour or a few hours off that third, fourth job, and just focus in it and learning, because you have to learn. All these things are new to us. Or you have to educate yourself on finances, educate yourself on the business that you want to do. So if you are a Christian, you are a believer, you are a mom, you are a family that have been struggling for years, year in, year in, you've prayed, you have fasted. The man, with the talent, they gave one five. They gave one two talent. The other one, they gave one talent. The five go invested and made more, five more. The second one go invested. So clearly you can see that if you just saving your money, you're working for it, but the money is not working for you. So that is where you know that if you want to know, apart from being out of the house and doing more jobs, more jobs, more jobs, you want to find a way, then check out our business. It has helped families. It has helped families come out of the poverty line. Mortgages are being paid off in 2 3 years. Lives are being transformed. People are using the business money, the money from this business, using it to invest in properties, in stocks and shares, in different other things. So we invite you to just register on the website and get the information. Debt is not a living paycheck to paycheck, because some people don't have debt, but yet still, but they just don't have enough. So we're entering that the 2024. Many of us, or some of us, maybe you are feeling disappointed, you're feeling frustrated, you are looking back and saying that things have not worked for you. But maybe that's because that you've just been the one with the one talent. You know, God brought an opportunity before you, gives you a talent to work with it, and you are looking at the blessings of God coming as a check in the post, and or maybe somebody coming to dash you some money. But God is bringing a business opportunity to you, a way to invest, a way to whatever, and you're saying that, or you're afraid. So those are our websites. Come get some information. We must be wise coming into 2025. The time is going so fast, things are changing so fast. So we invite you to watch our webinar and see if it's for you, isn't it, B?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll end it for there. Thank you so much, Umuamu. We'll just explain more than we can, but watching the webinar gives you more information that we cannot explain
Mm,
in 15 to 20 minutes. So we
that's
want to
right.
wish you all a happy new year. We want to wish you all the very, very best. Take care of
Mhm.
yourself, take care of your family. Love yourself enough and value yourself enough to know that you matter, and do something that
Mhm.
will change your story for the better this 2025. Until next
Absolutely.
year, happy new year and
Happy New Year
God
to
bless.
you too. Bye.
Bye now.